Honkai, now with the power of the PS5. And sad Pom Pom. What's the problem, Pom Pom? This isn't related to the story mission. This isn't related to the update at all. I'm just not getting your sad Pom Pom. Uni materials. That's fine. You gave me the easy one, that one's easy. I don't think there's any point whatsoever to doing these, by the way.
For a wanderer to
There seems to...
Other than very, very slight resources. Alright. So what's new? What's new with Honkai, Honkai Star Rail? Hell, I said Honkai Impact Star Rail. Well, as some of you will know, I have been having I've been not having a good, what's that thing called? Mental health. More than usual. So, between that and the creeping realization that, oh, I don't care about any of the new characters coming out for the most part. What's it called? I went ahead and started YOLO pulling on the standard banner because I was close to, what's it called? I was close to my next pity for a 5-star. I got E1 Himiko! Which I forget the exact order. I forget when I got my first Mona, but I'm pretty sure she was my third. She was my my third one that I got that for. So I'm pretty sure that makes her poised to be my my Mona for this game. So fair warning now, if I end up developing a very complicated relationship with this woman, that's why. And then when that happened, I was only like 20 away from my guaranteed by that point, so I just kept going. Because why not? I wanted my Bronya. So I have Bronya now. She's not quite finished being raised up. I still got a ways to go with her, but it is what it is. I'm happy. Only standard banner 5-star. I'm now missing his Yanqing, and I don't care too much about Yanqing because he got literally no character development whatsoever, even in his own companion quest. Because the Space China quests are just so good. On that note, probably should figure this out before I started recording. Who do we want to do first? As far as I can tell, this update has two new quests. One companion mission where we go back to Space China and maybe finally figure out what this bitch's deal is, because Lord knows she hasn't explained any of it yet. Or a Trailblaze mission, aka a main story mission, involving these two girls, apparently, who will not be in the game until the second half of the patch where their banner goes live. So kind of weird that they're available already, actually, but... Also an event, but I have no idea if this one's story significant or not. May or may not mess with that, but that's going to be a lower priority, at least for tonight. Nobody seems to have any strong opinions, so I think we'll just get this girl over with. Oh, wait, there's Secret. Secret says maybe the more colorful gals? Okay. Then, never mind. Do things that are familiar? I mean, they're both familiar. We've been to both those places. It's just that, like I said, the Space China stuff was so horribly written that I was talking about with Bonato last night. I genuinely... In retrospect, I think I barely understand what we even accomplished there, if anything. I don't think I even know if we got into the... I don't even know if we got rid of the Stellaron. Was the giant woman the Stellaron? I don't think she was. I thought she was just connected to the abundance stuff. The Mara struck bullshit. So I don't know. I don't know what we accomplished there, if anything. The colorful lesbian assassin? Secret said colorful. I assume she meant these girls because they're both very bright and red and happy. You do mean her? Okay, I don't know if she's an assassin. I don't quite know what her deal is. She doesn't seem to fit in with the aesthetic of Space China or Space Russia. So let's find out.
Hey, did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony.
I hear it's a beautiful, dreamy place. I'm so excited.
If you bother to explain, that just proves what little it did for you. I just get a vibe, though. Again, I thought I was following it pretty well. But just, they...
But Pom Pom said the banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off.
Too much technobabble.
What can I do to pass the time?
And the actual point the story had just got bogged down to the point that I can't remember.
Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group chat.
It's the Bronya! Long time no see nothing. I finally actually have you. Also, I did not realize this. I did not realize this was a thing. I thought it was purely random. Can you only get text messages from characters you own? Because I've been playing this game since not quite day one, but pretty close to it. And I don't think I ever got a single text message from Bronya until I got her. Ever since I actually got her playable, I've been getting messages from her pretty much every day after the server reset. Hey, Bronya. It's been a while.
Bronya, we're missing you so much.
That's not what she sounds like. Voices are hard.
I was worried you wouldn't receive my messages. I know you're busy, so I'll keep it short.
Recently, I've been working on preparing a full-warm Belobog. Oh my god. Slow down, girl. Slow down.
Standard celebrations for this have been suspended for years due to the fragmentum and the lockdown. Belobogians now really need a heated celebration to lift their spirits. If you have time, like to invite you to the Full Warm Festival, which is all we've achieved so far in reviving Belobog.
Absolutely. Festivals, I love festivals.
Right up my alley. Be great if you can come. Everyone's been missing you.
How's Dan the man been? He's sad about his history on the Lafu. Whatever the hell it actually was, because the game didn't get into it. But I'm pretty sure he's sad. We'll check on him and drag him out for you, though. See you at the party.
Don Hung. He can't just ignore Bronya. Let's go to his room and talk to him.
Do not ignore the Bronya. You get messages from links? Yeah. Yeah, like, just out of curiosity, like, are there any, like, specific characters, people watching, are there any specific characters that you don't have, that you've never gotten a text message from now that you think about it? Like, if anybody does have Yanqing, do you get text messages from him? Because I've never gotten a single one from him. Reject space China, return to space Russia, yes. Write it down. Yeah, like I said, Ninja, again, for the record, if you do want to explain and put it in Razor speak for me, like, feel free to, because again, I don't think any of the stuff going on in Space China was inherently bad or anything. It's just, like, it dead-ass was just not very well explained. At least in my opinion, and I don't think, well, I do seem to be in a minority on it. Because people like Tectone insist on defending it and saying it was great. But, talking to Minato last night made me realize, like, yeah, it's kind of even worse than I thought. From the fact you only know Space China and Space Rushing, it paints a pretty grim authoritarian picture of space world. It's okay, the next area is Space France. That'll fix everything.
Bronya just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
God, I need to lower the music, apparently.
Yes, I saw it.
It's fine! Anime France saved Genshin, so Space France will save Star Rail.
Then why didn't you reply? Bronya's a good friend of ours.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat. There's been a lot weighing on my mind since the Luofu. It was tough on the spirit.
Don Hung. I'm the one who should be sorry.
Oh, that
I was being
confusion?
pushy. You're right.
Piccolo
Like, there's
finally
a lot
understands
on this
romance.
Yanjo.
Good for him.
Take all the time you need.
I can't even tell him how to cope because I don't understand what he's sad about. You see the problem? Like, I think he's upset because his previous incarnation may or may not have been Boinking Blade. And then fucking he got Mara struck and went crazy or something. And now wants to kill him again, but didn't because he teamed up with him to fight Yanqing. I don't know. I don't understand any of your relationships, Don. I'm sorry. You stay here and think about it.
Thank you for understanding. It's great that Belobog is able to host a celebration.
Wait,
I
later
hope your
leave your
trip goes
explanation
well.
to Razor speak? Okay. Oh.
Say hi to our friends for me.
Okay. Rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
I'll be there next time.
Just confusing in general in your opinion? Yeah, no, I agree, like I said.
You won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just the two of us then. Pity. He's gonna miss out. We never get the chance to go on a stress-free adventure.
He's been through a lot lately, has he?
I know, but it's still a shame, don't you think? If only Himeko
I was
could
gonna say,
come with
fuck it,
us.
let's take Himeko. She hasn't been on a Himeko hasn't been on an away mission yet. Let's take her. What about Pom Pom? I'd love to, but I don't think he can leave the train. I believe that's been established. Night, night, Murloc. Have a good one.
Maybe not.
Just brain rotted to Hoyo
He's
jargon,
still wheezing
maybe.
from the trouble we got into on the Xianzhou. You didn't notice? At his age, he might not appreciate the extra excitement.
Oh, come on. He's only
Why
81.
don't we go ask Himeko to tag along? She might be up for an adventure.
That was what I was asking.
You've been on the Express for a while now, but you've never gone on a trip with Himeko before, right?
Girl.
Well, now's your chance.
I don't understand any of your relationships! You guys are my friends. Does that count? Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But I'm keeping my eye on you, weird dragon guy thing. You didn't whisper any of that. Good! Here we go. Your turn.
Hey, March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Don Hung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so wanna come with us? I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure Branya would be happy to see you.
Ah, so that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration. Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please send my regards to the Supreme Guardian. Make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two
Should I ever have to- I gotta turn the
Hung
music
did help
down.
save Eurillo 6 after all. I'll be sure to join you guys next time.
Way too loud compared to everyone else.
Navigators really do have their plates full, huh? Seems like it's just you and me this time. Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set off.
Use a different song? Yeah. Yeah, I had changed it to the, what's it called? The boss theme from, Giant Woman for a little bit. Okay. Hopefully that's a little more manageable. Frankie and Robin are trending. Yo! What the fuck?
So, what do you think about my new dress? Pretty neat, right?
You own more than one pair of clothes?
wardrobe collecting dust for far too long, but now I finally got the chance to wear it.
Guys?
This kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit.
I don't know.
Are
Are they really going to give us 2 new outfits? In the, what, 5th overall patch of the game? How long did Genshin take to give us outfits? It does remind me of Ice Queen Kiana. Yeah, I can totally see that. Frankie and Robin won 3rd best One Piece ship. Yo! The Straits! The Straits won! Good for them. They're adorable. I want to see more of them interacting. Things kind of escalated real quick once we had both of them on the crew. Unfortunately, hopefully we get more of that. Dare I ask who 1 and 2 were? I know one of them was probably fucking Zoro and Sanji, because for some reason that's the thing people like. But who was number 2?
Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
Oh, it was a poll for best Robin ships. It was a poll for best Robin ships, and her and Frankie only got 3rd place. Never mind, everything sucks and I hate that.
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. That should be everything. Let's go. Wow, that was fast. Don't you have anything?
Literally,
you wanna
who does
bring
she
with
have better chemistry with? Just me.
Huh. You do seem to travel light. But don't you at least need some pajamas? I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. It's much warmer than it was on our first trip there. I
Luffy
wouldn't
is
call it
half her
livable
age.
just yet.
That's
But
his
things
mom.
are looking up. I'm so happy for Branya and Zila. Ready to go?
Number 1 was lost. You're gonna assume that means that every Straw Hat just wants to fucking secretly, and number 2 was Zoro. Don't know how much you can comment on that one. Yeah. Zoro has had literally no interaction with them that I've seen yet, and I think literally, yeah, Robin didn't really interact with him either. I'm pretty sure all she did was point out to Luffy, hey, that's a famous guy. You should be wary and shit.
What? You're all right, Slowpoke. I'll wait for you here.
Can I actually pack stuff? Oh, I thought maybe I could actually pack stuff. I don't think I even have a room. I don't, do I? Yeah, that's Himiko. Dawn sleeps in the archive. Yeah, I don't have a room. I can't pack anything.
Ready to go? Belobog, here we come!
That'd be something cool to add. Yeah, they should let us have a room. Let us decorate it individually, kind of like the mini teapot. Yeah.
Galabon.
Star Trek ass music.
700 years. It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Does
Space Russia owe you money?
How do people living in all this snow celebrate anything? Oh, one thing's
Space
for sure, though.
Arlecchino.
Where
Space
there's a
Arlecchino.
celebration, there's bound to be food, right? Come on, Belobog.
Oh,
Don't.
come on. Oh no, the IRS!
More enemies.
One, how would the Space IRS know this place exists?
Time
They've
for
had no
fun.
contact with the outside world.
You chose the wrong end.
Besides Sampo being an eldritch abomination, who can show up wherever he wants.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers?
Is that the
charge
Fuhua?
extra.
She looks so much like Fuhua's Phoenix form. It's a little frustrating. Because I don't think I'm pretty sure, I don't think she's supposed to be a Fuhua XP of any kind, I'm pretty sure.
Time for a fun.
The same way or the same way Pella looks exactly
moment's
like
excitement,
a miniature
nothing
Dr.
more.
May. Yet I'm pretty sure it's in no way, shape, or form supposed to be a May analog.
Wait a sec.
Half the
That
comments
person
on
over
the Law and
there,
Robin people seem to
that
be
doesn't
saying
look
Frankie
like
Robin
a
should have
Silverman
won, thank
Guard
God.
Uniform.
Thank
All
God
in
some people are
black.
saying, but it still shouldn't have won in the first
Surely
place.
they're not IPC on this world? Am I going crazy?
It is the IRS! Oh shit, people are still alive over there. Time to tax them! You'll admit you like March's heels in that outfit, but that's the only nice thing you'll say about her! Savage. It looks cute. I'm a fan. What are they doing
That's
here?
what I'd like to know.
Also,
If
hi,
they're
Gamma.
here
Thank
to
you very,
look
very,
for
very much for
Frankie,
the birthday
then they're
gift.
more than just a little late.
I would have said something super. I would have wanted to wait
There's
till you were
only
actually
one
in
way
the
to find
chat.
out. Let's go ask. I've always found IPC staff easy to talk to.
I did not see that until I almost went to bed last night. But thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hi.
I don't know for sure if I want to get the wallet or
Interastral
not.
Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
Gotta think about it. I was gonna say that's a cool design. I like that actually. I like the robot taxman.
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
He has no face.
Take us out?
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way. Don't do anything stupid.
Okay, so not as evil as real life taxman. A real life taxman would have just murdered us, right?
Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurilla 6 for a special business assignment.
Just showed up. You
You'll
were the
have
one
to
to tell us
forgive
off the
my
time.
colleague
Fair
here.
enough.
People skills aren't his strong suit. Please don't take it to heart.
Phew. You scared the life out of me. We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the
Oh,
Astral
look at all those
Express.
fan-made Digimon.
You may have heard
Those
of
are
it.
cute.
And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing. I heard that Eurilla 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers.
Is that a record scratch noise?
Surely you 2 aren't.
Oh, it's her piggy making noises, isn't it? That's us!
Huh? Jeez, can you be a little more humble?
No!
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses require me to be.
Scrimblow. I like her
Huh.
Scrimblow.
Your
It's
job
a cute
sounds
Scrimblow.
pretty similar to the express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess.
Hey there, Trailblazer. How would you like 3 guaranteed 5 stars for your next 10 pull? I don't care who the IPC sends. I am not paying taxes!
Oh, Branya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree.
Brony, I
The
trusted
Supreme
you.
Guardian definitely knows
Why
how
would
to
you
govern a
willingly?
city.
Why
That's
would
the
you
reason
willingly
I'm here
reveal
in
yourself to the
Eurilla 6,
IRS?
to meet with her. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Bellabog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Want to come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast, iconic snowscape for just a little longer.
Crystal Brony, we know.
Who knows? Maybe we'll
Speaking of
cross
which, I should
paths
probably
again
actually
during the
swap her in.
celebrations.
Use her a little bit.
Oh, here's my contact information.
She's only
I
level
don't usually
70,
respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Wow,
We can make it
I
work.
actually managed to get an
Or overpowered
IPC
enough.
executive's phone number without even trying.
Teach me how to get rich, please!
Me too.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway,
Oh my.
I'd better be on my way. See you next time.
March Stell shippers rise up, if that's the thing you're
The
into?
universe is huge. Yet we somehow
What do you think of the
stumbled
scenery
onto
abandoned
same
house? I was
path.
gonna say, there's not a lot of
Fate
scenery to
truly
take
works in
in.
mysterious ways, don't you think?
This place is only just
Come
getting on the road to
let's head into
recovery.
the city.
First place is a spoiler. Second one is Zora and Robin, but you don't see it. I don't think I'm ever gonna ship
Wow,
Robin with anyone
there
other
are
than Frankie.
people
I'm sorry.
everywhere. Are you sure we're in
Their whole thing
Belobog?
was way too cute during the Water 7
Now
Water
to
7
check out
saga
the
and its
main
lobby, whatever we
event,
want to call it.
The food. Come on, keep up. Hang on a sec. Isn't that Wallace up ahead? Looks like he's finally made some friends. I wonder what they're talking about.
Team Robin
Robert,
forever.
Why don't
Hell
you
yeah.
tell everyone how you were released from jail so quickly? Selling cultural relics and impersonating Silvermane guards are both heinous crimes.
Well, it was all thanks to my uncle, you know.
Ah, I remember. Your uncle is Minister Knoll. He heads up the Department of Transportation, no?
Yes, you knew that too?
You're shameless, Norbert. Not to be rude, but if I were thrown in jail, I wouldn't possibly ask my father to bail me out.
Do you think I wanted to? I'm not the type of person to abuse my status.
Well, I
Weird enough,
don't
it's
really
not
know
long
about
lived. Well,
that.
it was a Robin ship poll
Get off
specifically.
my back, will you?
Apparently.
I had to deal with hardened criminals in jail. Now
Hence
that I'm
why Zoro
free,
and
my
Sanji wasn't
supposed
#1.
Friends are ganging up on me.
Because I know for a fact that's the
Looks
fan
like
favorite for
things
some
are
reason.
getting heated. I think we'd better get out of here.
Master Rossi, may I inquire as to where you'll
Fair
be
place of the family would be
employed
Moore's mother and father. Who? Frankie and Robin?
You know what I mean.
If you mean of the entire Straw Hat crew, I agree.
Hey, quick! Sir Ball's about
Yeah,
to start
yeah, no.
singing.
No, that's why it works so well, because like they're both the older, more comparatively emotionally mature members of the group. I love Robot Dad and Archaeologist
Thanks,
Mom.
everyone! Hope you're ready for a great show! Let's get started!
Oh, come on! She has animations where she
will
uses her
shake
guitar.
me.
Use them.
rules can't break me. Crank the sound and let your soul be free. The lightning strikes right off the wall.
Play Wonderwall!
Let yourself fall into it all.
Mostly Robin. I said emotionally mature. I did say emotionally mature, not necessarily mature in general. There is a difference. Nothing but love to Frankie, but that's about the only level of maturity he has.
Is that Pela? Looks like she's teaching the kids again.
It could be worse. It could be Hu Tao rapping again.
Cool.
We'll take it.
Make sure you're all
It's like
paying
Goro and
attention.
Joker, but instead of threatening to kill each other while already drawing their weapons before they even spoke, Zoro and Sanji threatened to kill each other a bit. You don't ship it personally, but you can understand that. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong, yeah.
Now we're going to learn
I've had enough Foye ships in my day that I completely understand why it's a thing.
Make sure you're
It's
all
just that,
paying
remember, I've come to realize I don't like Sanji very much, but I do like Zoro. So I've kind of got that mental block in my brain. where I don't want to see any... I don't want to ship Sanji with anybody, other than Secret.
So cool.
He's her hot
Next,
Ferrari.
I'll be introducing the history of the museum.
Anime Sanji.
Everyone listen carefully, okay? Bellabog's History and Culture
Don't really have any
Museum
One Piece
was
ships.
founded
Almost
600
Super 2 never
years
has
ago.
any interactions
It
beyond
was
surface
originally
level.
built to memorialize
They
Supreme
do
Guardian
sometimes.
Alyssa.
I'm so hungry. wish
I get what you
could
mean,
have
though.
a red sunset salmon right now.
It was built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa Rand, and also... Guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld soon. It's gonna be super awesome. Also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against the invaders 700 years ago.
Miss Payla, Peter's falling asleep.
Enough. From now on, no whispering allowed. If you don't want to have any homework later, you'd better start listening.
Sorry, Miss Payla.
That's better.
You
never
have
knew
to watch
Kayla had a
2 hours
strict
for
side.
rewards. Yes, you do. Apparently. Apparently that's a thing that's happening.
Phew. Who'd have thought just taking a stroll could be so tiring? Say, I think we should probably pay Branya a visit.
Thank you very much for
After all,
the
she
offer,
was the
by
one
the
who
way.
invited us here.
I appreciate it.
Or we could go check out some other fun stuff elsewhere. Your call.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Neo. Yeah, I am worried about that. Admittedly, I was thinking about that recently. I was like, is Sanji? Because I liked Sanji in the anime at first. Like he wasn't my favorite ever, but I liked him just fine at first. So I'm wondering, like, is it just because he's specifically an adaptation of season 1 Sanji or whatever you want to call it, East Blue? Like, will he plummet as soon as we get out of there? Hopefully not. Anyway, how is my sex life? Non-existent. Same as always, but thank you for asking.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter.
Man, if only you played
However,
Star.
objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent
she?
entity to this day,
The
its
IRS.
debt cannot simply be written off.
She's here to start taxing
Oh,
Russia.
it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
Oh yeah, you could already
It's
see
no
even just
bother.
with
We've
the
pretty much
the
wrapped
tail
things up
the
already
the tail end
anyway.
of the Arlong arc.
Please consider my plans
That
carefully,
him and Zoro are
Supreme
still
Guardian. If
grumpy
Eurela
at each
6
other.
wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great
It's just that
importance.
unlike current Sanji at the point we're at in at the point I'm at in the
You've
show
made yourself
anyway,
clear, Miss Topaz.
he's only
I'll require
antagonistic
some time to
towards
consider
Zoro.
my next course of action.
He's quite friendly towards everyone else.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my
He also
colleagues
seems
will
more
need to carry out
bemused
some
by Zoro
operations in
yelling at him than
Belobog.
anything.
I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative. I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
The most understanding tax man ever. Depends if they have jokes other than simp. I'd say they already do. Given the little thing with him naming his attacks. Yeah, you're gonna fit in just fine.
Is everything alright, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I'd planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Saltworm Festival.
I only heard the word debt. Why the fuck would you owe money to this organization that, as far as I know, would have no reason to know you people existed?
Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal Freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of
Oh no,
Supreme
the blank
Guardians.
century!
Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Yarilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave.
Any
Those who
bugs in this
insisted
version?
on
No
defending
bugs
their
per
homes.
se.
The
But a lot of the
IPC
controls are a little
provided
wonky
these
and feel
architects
kind of
with
stiff.
significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid
She
so.
claims we owe her $1 billion
That's
grillion dollars.
ridiculous. And
We are
what's with the
researching if that's even a
timing?
real number.
What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
Yeah, pretty much.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarilo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost.
Bruh.
It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
This seems illegal.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest.
Of course. How much is owed exactly?
An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers.
Of course!
Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh, I had no idea things were
700
like this.
years of interest.
Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog,
Yay.
not extort it.
Looks like we're gonna have to kill the tax system.
Yeah, we have to help Bronya out. The IPC is too big and powerful. The Belobogians won't be able to resolve this
Get
problem on their
Jingliu?
own.
Nah. Not too interested in her
You
personally.
seem to have a deeper knowledge of
Her
the
design's
Interastral
cool.
Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate,
Her design is very
and
pretty,
they
and I wouldn't mind an
truly
ice
have a
CPS, but I'm not a fan of
presence
her
throughout the
character.
galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always
Just
be
6
at their
Sele on
side.
them. And if things really get desperate, 6 Sampo on them. He will annoy them off the planet. Let's go have a chat with Not Fuhua.
Yeah, after all, this girl here is a pretty good negotiator.
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Who is this girl? Which girl? Oh yeah, let me change my party before I forget. Show off my my brony a little bit, like I said. We'll do the girlfriends. Oh, the one walking next to me? March? Yeah, you see, like, you would think it'd be the X button to add characters, but it's not. That's March, she just got a new outfit. We have costumes already. Can you believe it? Oh. But yeah, just like I said, again, it's hard to describe. I don't think it's something that can really be described. It's just a feel thing, and I don't know if it's just me or not. But just something about switching characters in particular feels like really slow and jank. It's weird. It's weird, and I don't think I like it very much. But whatever. Oh, wait. I'm a dummy. Monoquantum. The answer is monoquantum. Well, monoquantum plus proton. She's honorary quantum.
Oh, hey! I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number. We might as well
March.
just be
Look at her.
direct
She's got
and
a
ask her
crown.
where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach.
Are you there, Miss Topaz? We got your number somehow. Greetings, this is her pig. AKA an automated reply. Tell me! She's at the museum. Okay. One win for AI. The pig can text. I'm sure it's just her profile pic, but it's way, way funnier to assume her pig can text.
Okay, got it. She's at the museum. Let's get going. We better think about what we're gonna
Christina.
say. She might be young, but
Whatever
she
helps you
is an
sleep at night.
IPC executive. She's definitely no pushover.
I do kind of like Taupe. I did throw a couple of rolls at her banner just because of what's it called? Just because she's got really, really good 4 stars, actually. I don't have any of them maxed out yet, and I really want to max out my Sampo at some point. But I lost the 4-star coin flip. So I'm like, okay, well, that's a sign that this isn't meant to be. So I'm probably just going to hold off now and wait for Topaz's banner. Because she's got the new, what's it called? She's got the new 4-star unit with her. That I kind of want because she seems like she's going to be good with Kafka. For getting a Lycone? I mean, I was already pretty far down from playing on the standard banner. Like, my resources were already pretty low. Hopefully the event will give me... Hopefully the event will give me lots of gems back, and I'll have enough to get Sayle's Lycone when she reruns in the second half. But we'll see. The girl with the bell is very good, Dusk. She is an excellent support, Tingy, and she is absolutely worth building. She's very good.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the 3rd time today we've run into each other.
Cherish the moment before I execute you for crimes against Dabronia.
Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the Astral Express is always a moment worth cherishing. What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history
I just realized
into
Secret Memory
one
losing the coin
poignant
flip.
but sorrowful image.
Not rip my
The
chances of
artist's
getting Sayle's
brushwork
Lycone.
depicts
I'm a dummy.
several generations' hardships.
Seems like you know your art.
We have it in, boys. We can melt the tax man's icy cold demeanor.
Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado.
Christina looks cute.
I
Can we
wouldn't take
replace
my word
March
for
with
it.
her? Sure.
The Express.
Assuming
has
this costume
visited
is actually
many
available.
worlds. I'm sure the nameless
I have to
have
imagine
a
it is. They
far
wouldn't make that
greater
and just
knowledge
not
of
make it an
such
option.
things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is what I'm drawn to isn't the style
Your aunt
in
ordered
which a
some
piece
Pizza
is
Hut,
painted,
but they have great garlic
but
cheesy bread. Genuinely
its
so fucking
overall
good. Ooh,
value.
very nice.
its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually, we...
Let's walk and talk. This way.
Good job. Good
Most
God, I
exhibits
just
in this
realized the,
museum are of little value. But with a keen eye, it's possible
better
to
look
find
at
a
it again.
diamond in the rough, so to speak.
I just realized the giant
Topaz,
hole on her shorts.
Bronya's
Do you
already
see that?
told us about Belobog's death situation.
Like, she's already wearing
You two are
very, very
closer than I
tight
expected
booty
with her.
shorts. But then on
So,
one side
how
of
can I
those
help?
booty shorts, she just has a
Not sure on the
giant ass
arrangement,
thigh window.
Or
We,
What is the
help
purpose
me
of
out
that?
here. You know I'm not good at this
Not
kind
even like
of
she has a
thing.
tattoo to show off through it or anything. It is just a random thigh window. Get some pants, girl! I'm gonna be straight with her. Your demands are fucking bullshit.
you're so direct. I like that.
Yeah, see?
I
Great shooter.
understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears.
What if we just fuck the tax man instead?
However, you
She's very
must
cute.
understand that debt collection is a
She
big
looks like Phoenix
part of my
Fuhua.
job. I've dealt with cases
I'm not
far
gonna
more
say
difficult
no.
than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties.
I was gonna say,
But
should you?
if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt.
We were literally undergoing an apocalypse. It's not like they were deliberately avoiding it. You people forgot about them because you assumed we were dead meat and just left us to our doom. What if we don't have the money?
The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions. But Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Bronya.
She's already married.
Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
So you're basically saying the Belabogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
I'm not sure it's as poetic as that.
Wow, look! Is
Bruh.
that little critter native to Eurillo 6?
You survived, right? It's the same.
So white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one?
It's the same thing as, like, if a person tried to commit suicide or something in, like, a really fucked up, elaborate way, and then, like, somehow survived and got charged an arm and a leg by the hospital for saving their life. It's like, what do you fucking want from me, bruh? Sorry I lived, bitch. You like animals? We can get you cute animals instead of money.
I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Oh, where'd they go? They must be off playing somewhere. Come to think of it, this little guy is on display here probably means it's already extinct, right?
Also, yeah, we spent an entire event finding
So,
all these things
Miss
to set up the
Topaz,
museum in the first place.
What exactly will it take for the IPC to go
And now this woman's
easier
threatening to
on
sell all the
Belobog?
stuff off.
Bronya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation.
But you're a hunt character.
No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Bronya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurillo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
We're gonna have to kill
I
her.
wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
You're very rude. You know that, right?
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch.
None of these are viable solutions. We should probably keep pestering her anyway, though, because it's the least stupid option.
You sure? I really don't think she'll change her mind.
I don't either.
I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy. All these vested interests. It's so hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Oh, wait. Did I even go to school? Did someone send you a message?
Sup, I hear you need to murder a taxman? Won't be the first, won't be the last? What's up, girl? Bunch of rascals came down to the underworld and took over the Great Mine by force. Asked Bronya what to do, and she told me not to mess with them for the time being. We must fight back! We must rebel against the government! Rise up! Listen to your girlfriend, for now. Who is Pristina? Dusk is in denial. Dusk can't accept the fact that March owns more than one outfit. So she's Pristina now. It's like Clark Kent. She puts on the crown and she becomes someone else. Dirk some advanced weapons with jacked up damage. We can't handle them. Sending you an SOS because I'm running out of ideas. On the way.
Huh? The IPC are causing trouble in the underworld? Already? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Oh, and now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute.
Let's go save the day, Clark Kent. Wink, wink.
Again? I don't think I have it in me to play the hero today.
Well, then you shouldn't have dressed up like Superman, now should you?
Complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Zila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out.
They just keep talking about numbers and I don't know what any of them mean. I never learned how to count past Jesus. Anyone hurt?
Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out.
You think if you need a recap section for the story as a plot point, you
just
messed
because
up
you have
somewhere.
fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us.
What do you mean,
Who do you
Zach?
think you are? What's the matter?
Are you
Got
implying that
nothing
some
to
of the
say?
storytelling in this game has been slightly mediocre?
What's going on inside the mine? Any ideas?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders.
Episode title, oh my god, it's Clark Kent! I'm writing these down. It's between that and Reject Space China, Return to Space Russia. I should be writing these down somewhere else and not in my Google search menu bar. I should write these down somewhere where we'll actually see it. Is not Fuhua around?
Who?
We were just
When
talking
did
to
March
her in the
get here?
museum.
Oh, she did change
Do you
outfits.
think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
Why did she change outfits?
The person you're talking about. Are they in charge of the people
How
in
did she
black?
change outfits that fast? We were supposed to be rushing over here.
Potaz, Pazto, but whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine. Are you two with me?
Oh my god, I wish we had a replay button. Or wait, do we have a replay button? We have a log!
Potaz, Pazto,
Potato!
whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine. Are you two with me?
Once again, a feature that Genshin fans have been kicking and screaming for 3 years! 5 patches in. It makes sense why she'd want to switch to her less fancy clothes to go to the underworld. I just questioned why she thought we had the time for it, when Sele's message seemed kind of urgent. Priorities is all I'm saying, girl.
Hey, you two! Cat got your tongue or something?
Oh, Yanqing's quest was awful.
If you knew what was best
yeah,
for
no,
you,
his was one of the
get
worst.
Out of my way.
Locha's quest wasn't great either, but Locha's companion quest was at least funny because of Gangster Pom Pom. So his at least did have some entertainment value. But like a lot of those companion quests on the Lafu were a goddamn mess. Like whoever heard of companion quests where you barely actually interact, don't even interact at all in the case of Yanqing or Locha. God. Yeah, no, very, very bizarre choices.
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. How about you
I've seen this trick
take a
before,
little
March.
lunch
What we have
break?
to do is fly
I'm
back
sure
to
the
Celadon
IPC
City and
allows
come back and
that,
give him
right?
a lemonade. Seriously, go get some lunch, bro.
What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains!
Didn't know a companion quest would have started. Yeah, right?
Do you
No.
even know who you're talking to?
It's bizarre.
If your boss knows to treat us with respect, you'd better start showing some yourself.
Don't make us call the big boss on ya.
I can't let you pass.
Big
My
boss
team leader
Pom
said
Pom will
that
fuck
if
you up.
anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
Team leader? You're even lower on
Has
the
anybody
pecking order
done
than
like a
I
full-on
thought.
mob boss edit of Pom Pom?
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken
Like just photoshopped a
asteroid
big ass
preparing to join
cigar
the
in his hand.
IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
Give him a big old fur coat like Crocodile.
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about.
Someone should.
But you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
So you have chosen violence.
No matter.
Time for a buzz.
What a headache.
I see through you. Converge and awaken!
This combat needs This is double speed.
Don't mess with me.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Quantum, you fool. Quantum. I hate Silverwolf's RNG so much with what he
This
inflicts.
battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
What a headache.
I have
I'll
seen that
end
one
your
clip of
misery.
Sele's VA laughing. Yeah, you showed that to me before, I
Who's
think.
next?
Yeah, it was real good. She's
I'll
adorable.
free you from your chains.
If Honkai Impact ever does get an English dub, knock on wood, I genuinely want that to happen with like the version 2 relaunch thing that's happening. I really hope they do that. I hope they just get her to be Sele in that too, because she seems great.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
He does a very good job.
A quick divination. No matter. Yin and yang.
Time for a buzz.
Yeah, exactly. Like
What
she
a
can do
headache.
both. She can do both versions of her too. She can be sassy and terrifying and adorable.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews, and these are the best people they can find? What a joke.
Get better fighters,
Let's not
tax
get ahead of
people.
ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down without a fight. Let's set off when you're ready.
Yeah, she can do. She. I was gonna say, from the clip I heard, I think she's capable of just going a little higher
Ready for
pitched.
action? It's time to
fine.
kick the IPC out of the underworld.
Let's
Let's
go.
get moving.
Oh, it's one of them there domains, don't you know? I want to do it with this team. I have no good DPSs for any of those elements, so yes, actually. Mono Quantum, boys! Almost Mono Quantum. It's my husband and daughter.
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
You gonna claim that they owe you a debt too?
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have
I
a
don't want you
guest,
to see this, my
maybe
child.
I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
What a good daddy. You got Clara, she spooked you dusk. Ooh, very nice. Clara's a good unit. She's fun.
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
I don't like how condescending you sound about that.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style.
Mm-hmm.
Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC. No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy.
Bruh.
I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
The cube.
Source code, or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog.
Bruh.
I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it.
Bruh.
I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within.
I hate to keep harping on it, but just, I can't help it. Notice how there's a lot of, like, exposition and quote-unquote lore and stuff like that being dropped right now? But it's being done in familiar terms. And with, one familiar character and one new character, but a character who actually feels alive and has a defined personality. So it's, you know, comprehensible and easily digestible, and I understand what they're talking about. Just saying.
This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups.
No, I felt the need to point that out.
That Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased.
Bruh.
All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively
If
peaceful
Monkey D.
approach.
Luffy were here, he would punch you in the face.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Bruh.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side.
There is
Here's to our future
logic
cooperation.
in what she says.
If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
Talks in too many big words, yeah. Talks in a lot of made-up words. Talks in a lot of made-up words and just has characters kind of go on and on for 10 minutes at a time about stuff we have no idea what they're actually talking about. Like, I would have to rewatch the cutscenes back to, like, identify the exactly what was said, but, like, everything I remember of that game, first time meeting characters is like, oh, hello, I'm Ting Yun. I'm a ambassador of the Boopity Bloopity Corporation. I will guide you to the Council of the Koopadapa to help you decide how to proceed with the boogly boogly crisis. It's just a lot of meaningless jargon with very, very little actual character
miners
depth.
here, huddled together. Anyone else getting deja vu?
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Oh no, not the boogly crisis.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
What? Isn't that thing a fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a pet?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a
Sounds
look?
like an episode title, The Boogly Crisis. The Boogly Crisis of 1987. I'll write it down. We're getting way too many episode title suggestions. Gonna have to have a poll. Treasure, kill it!
Hey, little fella.
Sweet! I like your ribbon.
Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying?
He says the One Piece is real. He also says Topaz isn't here.
Seriously? You actually speak Trotter?
No, I just speak cute.
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Give
Looks
me
like
the
they want to
jet.
find their master. Let's follow them.
It's fine. This is just a random extra trotter, not the pre-assigned ones that give you gems. This is just one that gives you extra resources. We don't have to kill this one.
Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
What was the bimble
really
board
don't
of
know
87?
anything. This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
Fight me in real life, bro! Oh yeah, go after the person lowest level. That's not very honorable.
Time for a buzz.
So you are
Kill the
afraid
heal
of me.
bot.
This combat needs up to... This is double speed.
Always go for the heal bot.
I'll end your misery. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I see through you.
All things in...
Human creations!
What a headache.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
I'll end your misery.
It is still so weird to me that Bronya is wind in this game.
Time for a buzz.
Like, I get that wind wasn't in Honkai Impact the Third, and she did have some other elements too, but still.
There's always a weakness.
Ice was pretty consistently her thing.
Lend me your strength.
News. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
I'll end your misery.
It's there visually. It's there visually still. Yeah, definitely. Just kind of strange. Probably because of Japard. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like, it's almost certainly because of element distribution. Because out of the standard banner 5 stars, we already have Jeppy, but we also already have Yanqing. Not to mention no standard quantum. So I don't know.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Genshin. We still don't have a standard Geo character in Genshin for some reason. Weird.
Run, Numby, run!
What's Geo? Irrelevant. According to the developers.
Look! That big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
There are now, even though Dendro got introduced 2 years later, there are now more Dendro characters in the game than Geo.
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
Navi is going to be a new Geo one whenever she happens. Just have no idea of knowing when that is. Don't believe there have been any confirmed leaks on that. Yeah,
Hey,
France
you!
is gonna France
Are you
has
in charge
Navia.
around here?
Navia will be Geo, but that's about it.
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to the...
We can see her vision in a cutscene.
Don't lie to us.
Her
You
vision was
seized the
visible at
mine
one
by
point.
force
She's
for
Geo.
yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again.
And who might you be?
Really hope her role doesn't overlap with Ito. You and me both. I really hope she's more of a support character who I can use with
We're
Ito.
all powerful here.
I demand to speak to your manager.
Yeah, we demand to speak with Topaz.
You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations.
I give Miko ice cream once in a while. Just vanilla.
Assets. We're simply following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
I actually need to make sure to try to give her some
Funny
next
how
week.
the rules always seem to work
Her
in
birthday
your
is exactly
favor,
1 week after
don't
mine.
You think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now
We
you're
usually get her
here
some
to
Dairy
pull the
Queen.
plug on it.
Don't blame me.
Rules
I'm
are made
simply
to be broken.
following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Well, you better start.
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon.
I'd like to see you try!
fun.
What a headache.
Every time, man.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Yeah, they're. I think methinks they're doing that thing again. The Hoyo agenda, where the enemies and new content are specifically weak towards the newer units or the currently featured units. Gives me a dungeon where an ice DPS is recommended. Oh, that Jingliu banner's up. I see you. You can't fool me.
Converge and awaken. This battle is unavoidable.
Looks at ER. God, the Indian realm right now is so dire. 2 weeks in a row, I haven't bothered
This
completing
combat
it.
needs optimizing. This is double speed.
That's why you're planning for Silverwolf. Silverwolf is the best
All
character in the
things in this
game, bar
world,
none.
Human creations.
If you are struggling with any content, I cannot recommend her enough. Mono Quantum is the way of the future. I hope there are more characters like that at some point in time.
Yin and yang. Troublesome. Yin and yang. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
On that note, I believe a little bird told me that Silverwolf will be getting a rerun next patch.
I see through you. Together as one.
So if you're
You'll
like me
pay
and none
for
of these
this.
characters appeal to you too much, and you want to just focus on meta or whatever, making your account better in general, then I would
Don't
recommend
mess
saving
with
up.
me.
I'm totally going to lose this.
No matter.
I am totally going to lose this fight! Because
Can I have
Silverwolf
fun
fucked
this
up and
time?
implanted the wrong weakness.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
This combat needs up. This is double speed.
Helps enable other teams, exactly, yeah.
This battle is unavoidable.
I was gonna say, yeah, Mono Quantum is the thing I always talk about, but yeah, like, you can use her for other stuff as well. Like, she doesn't have to implant, she can implant stuff besides the quantum weakness. It's just that because of stuff like this, where if you have more than one element on the
decisive
team,
moment in
odds
the
are she'll
battle.
put the wrong one you want on. Then,
What a headache.
A quick divination. Converge and awaken.
it's just a little more advisable to focus on
All
mono element
things in this
teams.
world. Human creations.
E1 Claire, she's basically your main Claire, is really good. She's not the greatest unit in the game, but she's sustainable. You could absolutely be content with her. Yeah, no, Locha's definitely necessary for this. Not necessary, but like for my team, for the units I have. Again, if you
We've
have
entered the
Jingliu,
storm.
hey, guess what? You win.
To guard and defend. Crush them. Together as
Because
one.
she does some crazy AoE ice cream.
We must protect.
Don't mess
But
with me.
for what I'm currently working
Who's
with,
next?
I'm gonna come
More
back with
enemies.
my Kafka, and she's gonna beat the shit out of
Time
you. You
for
realize
fun.
this, right, sir?
This combat. This is double
Jingliu,
speed.
yeah. Yeah, no, like, real talk, if I didn't dislike the if I didn't dislike her as an actual character so much, based on what we've seen of her so far, I would be tempted to at least try and get her. Because I do like her design, and she does seem like she's going to be very useful.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Yanqing is the... Oh, never mind, we won! We got it. We got the crit. We got this.
All things in human
We actually got
creations.
this.
Can I have fun this time?
Yeah, like the only standard banner character I don't have is Yanqing. And knowing my luck, he's gonna be the gene of this game, and I'm just never gonna get him. Exactly. Yeah. No. Ice is just a very very hard to attain thing in terms of DPS right now.
Who's next? We came together.
We did it.
Thank you, Ninja. Thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself.
You people. Not even our tech could take
It's my
you down.
Saylei's not my best character. She's one of the only 5-star characters I have that doesn't have a signature light cone.
The Stellaron
And her traces
Phantilia.
aren't as high as they
Did
should
you
be.
really think you could stop us?
Darn it.
Yeah, Ice is more of a defensive element thus far.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
You got her because you're etching some hitting numbers like he used to, yeah. Oh, the power creep is real with her. Again, I have heard that she is currently the best DPS in the game. I have heard people say that she's even stronger than Dragon Dawn.
Will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%.
60%? We're done for.
Get fucked.
Attention all personnel. Evacuate the mine immediately. Erase all traces of your presence.
Oh no, our paychecks!
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway?
That meme.
She seems to have no
I'm
problem
not like
ordering
this
these
other
idiots
gushes.
around.
I'm
Or taming
special.
fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
You did get her after failing the 50-50 and not lucking out with Fushuan. Damn, sorry to hear that, Zex. But hey, again, yeah, no. Like I said, she's I recommend, like, based on what I know about her play-wise, I do recommend her. If you need a good ice DPS or just a better DPS in general, she is a very smart pickup from what I'm understanding. It's just that I really dislike the actual character from what I've seen thus far. If she tell you what, if she redeems herself when we do her character quest after this, maybe we'll throw a 10 pull at her. Because again, she does have she has really, really good 4 stars if nothing else.
Debt? What do you mean?
But just,
I'm
sorry, she's
probably ask Branya to explain it to you.
Why did this
She's
mess
too
have
mean.
to happen so close to the festivities?
She's so fucking mean, and I don't understand why she's even alive.
Oh,
As bad as
looks like
that
we've
sounds
got a
out of
message.
context. Because Space China was so poorly, you know, I'm not gonna keep harping on it. They didn't even quest for that. We're in Russia. We're in Russia. This quest is good. Where are you? We're in the underworld. They took over the mine. Us and Sally kicked them out. You're with her. Anyone get hurt? Nah, we got this. We failed to persuade the lady. No worries. Wasn't your responsibility in the first place. Nothing just happened here. Can't explain it clearly in messages. Could you come to the Klipoth? Need some advice.
Huh. I get the feeling Branya's worried about something. We'd better go back and see her.
Yeah, Jingli has
us,
got a
Zila?
big hole to climb out of.
Go on.
Also,
without
yes,
me.
Luna. Sorry. Yeah. What
still have stuff to
Secret
take
said? I
care
have
of.
seen the next patch
The
characters.
miners need to
I'm
know
not
what
too
happened
interested
here.
in them either.
Branya messaged you, which means
I know
she
I've been
thinks
saying
you
I
can
want a
help.
new hubby, but like I don't
trust
like the
your
way
judgment.
Argenti looks.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Branya out. Come on.
He's not rugged enough. I want a man or a robot man. He's too twinky. He's all bones.
These guys don't look like disease.
Oh shit!
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further. Miss Topaz.
The boy.
Billabug might be in arrears, but
Put on some pants, woman!
See you later, Captain.
Bruh. And now we're in jail. And now we're not. Always a good day when Japard's doing things. Heck, yeah.
Huh?
That lady. I'm sorry, I cannot get, like, again. Real talk, personality issues with her aside, I think they're cooking something, so I'll wait to start harping on her. But I like her design, generally speaking.
Wanna spar?
Like, generally speaking, I think her design's pretty good. She's cute. She reminds me of Fuhua, and I like her piggy. But dear God, that that thigh window, and also the fact that if you look closely at her what's it called? At her actual artwork, Like, her boobs are so big that they're, like, literally busting out of her shirt. Like, the buttons are straining. It's real stupid. Because of that, like, I don't know. I don't know about her. The thirst is real on that character.
I appreciate your
is all
help
I'm
more
saying.
than I can express. It couldn't have been easy
Is it?
running
Yeah.
all over the city.
That's
Yeah,
what friends are for, Branya.
Exactly like
You don't
Clorinde.
sound
Yeah,
like
Clorinde has the
yourself.
same issue. Yeah.
Is something wrong?
Quote unquote issue. I know most people won't think that's an issue, but like just.
I'm fine.
I think it's a bit pathetic.
I haven't rested
I
in
think
a
it's
while.
a little too much. Like,
There's
come
just
on.
too much happening all at once.
I think the people who design characters like that are not aware of just how much that would hurt. I don't think they understand how much it hurts to have your boobs that cramped. It's not a pleasant sensation, and no sane human being would wear their shirt like that. Fucking buttons straining to contain those puppies. Come on, man. You're trying too hard. You couldn't have foreseen this. Her pig is very cute, I
Perhaps,
understand.
but the IPC won't wait for me to catch up. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again?
She's
We're
more fun than
curious
space
to
station.
know
Oh, no,
what
no, definitely.
solutions she
Exactly.
has
That's
in
what I'm
mind.
saying.
That's the reason I asked for you to
Because, like,
come
the
here.
stuff she's doing is coming
I need
across
your
as
advice.
kind of bitchy.
Look.
Taxing people to death is not typically a heroic trait.
It's...
But because
The
she has a
contract
fun
Topaz sent to
personality,
me a little while ago.
and I understand the
There's
words
a
that are coming out of her mouth,
handwritten letter attached. Please,
no
take a look
bimbleborgs,
at the contents,
no booglies.
and then tell me your thoughts.
I like
Miss
her better than most
Branya,
of the Space China
if
characters.
you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life.
Okay, but after I screen cap this, because it might make a pretty thumbnail. Let her cook.
In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants.
Yeah, like, as a direct comparison to Jingliu, both her and Jingliu are just kind of showed up, rained on the other characters we've interacted up with until this point's parade, are acting kind of bitchy and doing morally dubious or questionable things. They are both doing the exact same things. But she is being a straight shooter, and I actually understand what she's talking about. Jiggly, the problem with Jingliu is that she just showed up and acted very smug and condescending. Like, oh yes, I know everything that's going on. I'm so much more powerful than you, but I'm not gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna tell you why I'm alive. I'm not gonna tell you what's actually happening. I'm just gonna play with my food a little and be a condescending bitch at you, small child. Like, I don't even like Yanqing, because again, he's had no development. I have no reason to like him, but like, just what are you doing? Why are you so smug about dabbing on this small child?
My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC.
That sounds like slavery.
2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member
And all
of
it
the
cost you was
Strategic
every
Investment
member of your
Department.
race having to be a taxman for the rest of
witnessed
their
the
history.
changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Branya, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have
You
already
can't if you're all
negotiated the
taxmen
best
either.
possible deal
That's
for
just
you.
life, honey.
Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Eurilo 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision, because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belabogians.
A lot of technical quote-unquote, a lot of quote-unquote
because of this,
technobabble, but they're using
I
actual
believe
words.
that
Well,
you
exposition,
will
not
make
technobabble even.
the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
I believe her. I believe that she genuinely thinks that that's the right choice. I don't agree with it being the right choice, but I believe that she thinks he does. Yeah. No. No, she's definitely telling the truth. I just don't agree with it.
Yes, she is a high-ranking member of the IPC, after all. She knows how to use
I believe
words
that she
to
believes
advantage. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's
Redesign
fate,
Belobog with less snow?
the
That'd be interesting.
civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
I trust your judgment more than anyone else's, but you should talk to other people.
That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others first?
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both
Thank
the
you, Secret.
Overworld and the Underworld have their say.
I don't know why we were even in there.
But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause. I'll convene the Klapov
Probably
Fort
because of
architects
Topaz.
immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
I will ask everybody but Sampo. Because he's not a real resident of
we
this
need to move
place.
fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the Overworld and the Underworld, right? Let's start with the Overworld.
Imagine the IPC finds Sampo. Again, I don't think he's a real resident. They'd ask to see his birth certificate, and he's like, "Oh, got a jet!" Ask Hook. Do not ask the baby. She's still young and pure. I don't want her to know about taxes. What do you think, Serval?
Well, look who we have here. You and Marge paying us a visit. What's the occasion?
We're a system-wide revenue service with enough budget for custom uniforms, but you couldn't get a bigger shirt for me?
Sorry, Paz. Sorry, Paz. HR recommended it. Said it'd be greater to collect if they know of the general influence that our officer has.
Can we at least be professional about this?
Who do you think you're talking to?
Uh-oh. Sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in. What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
Serval,
there was an NPC that mentioned he just appeared randomly and stuck around.
No
yeah,
time
exactly.
For head wrapping.
He was also canonically in space China.
It's okay.
Setting up nuclear bombs as a prank.
If it were up to me, I'd sign the contract.
What? Hold on, are you serious? I thought you'd be against it for sure.
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing
Hook
this
is a
contract
legitimate
would mean
businesswoman,
we
thank
no
you very
longer
much.
have to
She would
worry
never
about
scam anyone.
Surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them. You know, I've always
Serval, you're a
musician.
musician.
As a child.
Do you
Which
really
is
want
why
to
I
be the
devoted
exact
myself to
opposite of that
science
being a
and
tax
the
man?
studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
They share the same VA, do they? Really?
See. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
I know she was also a scientist. Like, I get, again, it's logical. Everything about Topaz's solution is, quote-unquote, logical. Even Svarog is telling us that, and he's the hot robot man. He is the most logical. But, I'm just saying, there is an emotional value, quality of life, freedom, yada yada. The One Piece is real.
We meet again. How have you two been? Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious. Sounds serious. I'm all ears.
I hope it's nothing too serious. ... Sounds serious.
Really? You better not be making things up.
Liking versus surviving, exactly.
I wish it were made up.
What are you willing to
Unfortunately,
sacrifice solely
it's all
just
true.
to live?
We don't have much time, Pela. Branya wants to get everyone's opinion.
Wait.
At what point are
telling
you
me I have to
sacrificing
make
so
this
much
huge
that it is
decision
no
on the
longer
spot?
living?
At least give me a few seconds to think it over. Okay. I think I've got it. If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's
Is it going to be a
conditions.
clean sweep of all the people upstairs
Huh.
agreeing and all the people downstairs
Okay.
disagreeing?
Any particular reason?
I hope not. That'd be
I've
kind of
looked
lazy.
at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside. And that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying.
Oh, it's not the
Building a
same
better world
VA.
for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such a pursuit?
I see. So compared to a distant and
Tiny relatable
uncertain
secret.
future, What you really care about is making sure the people around you have a good life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
That's the other big argument here. It's just, do we want our problems fixed immediately?
Get your clothes wet.
Or do we want to guarantee a better future overall? I like how we're also completely glossing over the alternative. Like, as far as we know, there isn't really any alternative, right? It sucks, but like, if we tell her, no, we're not doing this, I don't know what the quote-unquote punishment's gonna be. Yo, Don! My guy.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them.
Need your opinion.
You need my opinion? I'm happy to help. So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the
The
contract,
Chad
of
Dunn
course.
versus the Virgin
There is
Don
no room
Shu.
for compromise.
Or whatever the hell the blind
look
lady's
at them.
name was.
Arrogant, stomping around here as if they
From
own
the
the
other
place.
lawsuit.
How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract? Faced with this sort of coercion, we
Got
must
it.
resist
Damn
them
it, I
with
hope
all
it
our
was
might.
wrong.
Surrendering is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
I don't want to remember her.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dunn. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
His VA is very good. I can't quite tell who that is. It
Did
has
we
Kyle
miss
A.
anyone
Bear
in the
Esh energy,
overworld?
but I don't think it's
I
him.
think we asked just about everyone we needed to. From what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract. We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
Ask Sampo, you cowards. It'll be funny. They're not going to. They're not gonna let us ask Sampo. They know. They know that he's not that kind of character. He's also not a legal citizen.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Hey,
What
girl.
brings you two to the underworld? And why the long face? Seems a little out of the blue.
Sampo's advice? Tax
Since you came
evasion.
all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead.
Texas out of nowhere asks not to tell anyone. That'd be great.
That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
Understandable.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
Hey, Balin.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Branya, I wouldn't sign it. I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force. But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument. Another vote for the against pile. Thanks for your insight, Nat.
Smart girl. Playing the demo for the new RoboCop? Nice. Any good? Two for two. Ole!
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure?
You are one
To be
letter off
honest,
from being Dan Video
I'm
Game's
surprised
favorite
you
thing.
even remembered an old geezer like me.
Of course.
But I can tell by the look on your
honey.
faces you're probably
I
not
always
dropping
remember
by to say
NPCs
hi.
who are actually worth a damn.
Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere? Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help.
They got Peter Weller back for it? That's awesome. Did they give him actual lip movement?
I see.
I don't know. I would hope they patched it so that he did it in his older cutscenes.
That's a tricky situation, all right.
None of the people in these
for
cutscenes
anyone
do.
to handle.
Because they're not pre-rendered or whatever.
As young as Lady Bronya.
Mr. Oleg,
But hopefully,
out
if
of all
you
the
were to go
people
back
we
and
know
do
in
his quest for the
Belobog,
first time,
you
he'd
have
have
the
it
most
now.
life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear. Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
I think she can handle a little criticism. She has been through much worse.
I think so too, but could you imagine having to hear names? Like the traitorous ruler for the rest of your life? Thank you for your thoughts,
Yeah.
Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Once again, she could handle it. She is a tough girl who's been through much worse already, but just, still doesn't make it the right idea. Gee, I wonder if we're gonna be tied. Let us ask the only person whose opinion truly matters. The perfect being of logic. Where is your daddy?
Miss March, big sister, what brings you to the underworld?
She doesn't know what taxes are!
Hey
We
there,
can't ask
Clara.
her!
Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
Sorry, I'm a nurse, not a tax manager.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I get it. Numbers hurt me
Mr.
too.
Svarog promised he'd be
Oh,
back
you're just
soon.
like Sele. Nat!
What now?
What are you talking about with
Svarog's
them?
super logical.
Nothing,
We should
Sele. I
definitely
think I
get
heard
his
Bronya calling,
opinion.
though. Huh.
Remember that trick for next time. Sally is so whipped. It's adorable. Claire's opinion is just as important. She's 10!
True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
I believe that children are the future.
Miss March.
Her generation is the one that'll actually have to live with the long-term consequences of this. Actually, so you know what? Fine.
That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's all right, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel about it.
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true? Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
I agree.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us.
Good girl. We talked to more people, trust us. They
All
weren't
that
important.
running around has worn me out. So, the final conclusion is... The votes are completely even. I don't know what to do. Both sides have really compelling arguments.
Only Bronya can make the final call. I still think we should see what Svarog's cooking, though.
Oh, right! We
Counterpoint, kids can have very stupid dreams. Kids can have very stupid
Probably
dreams,
still in
but
the
still,
great mine
nonetheless.
helping the miners. Come on, let's
I
get
think
going.
I think condemning literally any human being born on this planet for the rest of eternity to being a tax man is tantamount to being Hitler. Like, come on, man. That's evil. You gotta at least let them dream. Even if not every kid's gonna get to actually grow up to be king of the pirates or whatever. You gotta at least play along and let them think they can for a while. Like, come on, don't be a dick.
Back so soon? Any news? Are you feeling all right? You look a little uneasy. Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
No pressure or anything.
In that case, I abstain.
What?
That's the problem. She doesn't want the responsibility. Like everybody who's voted for the most part has pointed out, this is not something for one person to make. If it's gonna hinge on her, then she ain't gonna tell us.
I've thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine.
Yeah,
No
but you're
matter
her
the
girlfriend.
choice
She
makes,
values your input.
She has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can.
The bigger picture is she cares about her citizens, which you do count as.
If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty.
I was gonna say, yeah, I saw that, Luna.
Wholeheartedly.
I hope it doesn't teleport me,
She
otherwise
asks
I'll
you.
forget about it.
Just let her know my reasoning.
Can I go yoink
She'll
that?
understand.
Well, it's all in Bronya's hands now.
I gotta go
She
get
has
that.
to make the final call.
Plays a crucial role in this world.
I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge.
Mm-hmm.
The time has come. Let's go fill her in.
Please don't teleport
I'm
me. Please
curious
don't
to
teleport
see
me.
how
Please
she's
don't teleport me.
handling those Klapoth ministers.
I cannot deal with them pronouncing Clypot differently. Granted, I don't think Devil May Cry 5 was very consistent about it either, but still. Thank you! I still don't know. I still find items occasionally, and I have no idea how I missed them. My only conclusion is that they respawn after a while or something. Because otherwise, there are occasions where I have no idea how I missed some of these.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Whoa, the fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before.
It could also be new ones each patch.
Jeez,
That's true. I didn't think about
I can
that.
barely even hear myself think.
Oh God! Oh God! It's almost like letting out that this was a thing that was happening may have been a bad idea. Oh God! Shout out to the one person who just keeps saying, "We're doomed!"
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict? What do the people think?
I'm pretty sure you can hear for yourself.
We talked to people in both the overworld and the
Rabble,
underworld.
rabble, 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 rabble.
The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised.
We're doomed.
What was Zila's perspective on the matter?
She thought it wasn't her place. You know what? No, be supportive. She's with you. She's your GF.
I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
Oh, it's just the minister. It's her advisor.
It's pretty
not
much
the
the
public.
same situation
Okay.
here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision. This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any longer.
Well!
Enough! All of you!
I know what to do.
Wait!
Girl!
I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
Holy shit! She left the train!
But aren't you?
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
Give me your insights.
Miss Himeko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor.
Aw.
Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties.
God, imagine if everyone had come
My
down, not just
intention
her. That'd be
is
so
simply
cool.
to ensure that you have all the relevant intel.
Something strangely heartwarming about seeing these two talk to each other, yeah. If you've played Honkai Impact 3rd. Any ideas?
I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help.
Mm-hmm.
It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
Uh-huh.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
I ain't risking an entire planet on a coin flip.
63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC
We ain't losing
projects.
Belobog to an
The
E2
success rate
Bilu.
of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light.
There's a lot
I
of
think it's only
percentages
fair that you
being
know
talked about.
all
I
the
would like
facts
actual
before
numbers.
making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
Like 80% sounds pretty good, but like out of how many
I
planets is
understand.
that?
Thank you, Miss Himiko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Sell it, girl.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Brenda.
Astro friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need
They
everyone's
said she's pretty young, so
cooperation.
it can't be that many, but still, just like the
I need
idea
some time
of
to rally all the residents in the city.
if it's any kind of
Then,
significant number,
I'll meet with Topaz again.
like more than a,
Please
like
locate
even
her
more
for
than a
me.
dozen or
It
so.
doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing.
Like that's
And
at
if the
least two
IPC
planets
is still trying to
completely
take over
collapsing
Belobog's assets.
because they couldn't make
I
it
ask that you do
profitable or
everything
whatever.
in your power to stop them.
And I just don't like that.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her.
I don't care if the other
It won't
10
be
were
easy
fine.
dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
A little too high risk.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Oh. Nuke 'em. Let's nuke the bastards. Netflix's Honkai Star Rail featuring Bill Pullman as Bronya. Make it happen. We can talk here and share your reports with the crew. Did you have a fight? We saw a cutscene. It looked pretty epic. Supreme Guardian ordered me to the garrison Rivettown Silvermane Guards automatons to stop the IPC's infiltration. Defense went smoothly at first, but then Topaz herself appeared with some special technology that allowed her to seize control of our automatons in an instant. Seems she's heading for the depths of Rivettown. For some reason, Sparog is with her. Is he going against us again? I hope not. Something tells me something else is cooking, but I don't know for sure yet. At least now we know where to find her. Let's boogie.
Gepard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right? Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
I don't know what Sparog's actual thoughts on the matter are, but I have to assume that he is just working so closely with her precisely for the greater good or whatever. Like, he's just assessing the situation, and also, like, because she has the Transformers cube, she has effectively got him and his entire quote-unquote race. She's got their figurative robot balls
Let's
and a
take it in
vice grip.
turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
He is just assessing the situation, I'm pretty sure.
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz. Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set. Keep your guards up. We might run into IPC agents ahead.
God, yep, more more Xingliu propaganda. Do I want to play it safe? Do I want to play it safe and go with my my Kafka team? I probably should. My Kafka team is by far my strongest team.
Destination reached.
They will not
Wow,
touch me.
Would you look at that? Huh. I never would have guessed it'd be here.
Is this an actual new
I
area?
don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by mountains. Surely they
If you have
be.
Locha, you typically do not also need a shielder.
Affirmative.
But hey.
The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formations.
Yeah, bringing
wonder
I
we
could
couldn't
probably
find
also
the
cobble together a team with
automaton
Asta,
factory.
since she can
It
melt
was
shields
right
like butter.
under our noses all along.
She would also be good for this.
Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6 never used them in their fight against the Legion.
Yeah, no shit.
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand, were human.
I see. The stories about this world are truly captivating.
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot.
Again,
Ask.
you have his balls in
Don't
a
be
vice
shy.
grip.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. Any world that comes into contact with a Stellaron is doomed.
Unless the IRS helps
On
them
the
recover.
surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand.
Yo, Mighty Brothers
But
Double X colors.
Sooner or later, the underlying problems will resurface. A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity, unnoticed by many.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool,
Honey.
not a decision maker.
Oh, hell no. You're real to me.
If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in and took over.
Yeah, those pants are awful. Again,
IPC
like I could
soldiers are
almost
well
even I could
equipped.
excuse the
It
thigh
wouldn't
window
be
even
wise to fight
if
them
she had
head
like
on.
some kind of tattoo or
Captain,
something that
what
she
do you
was
have in
trying to
mind?
show off. But it
You're
is
right,
literally
Miss Miko.
just a random,
We'll be using the
perfectly
automaton
circular
stealth
thigh
bomb
window.
to cover our tracks.
There's no function whatsoever and looks terrible.
Stealth bomb?
I'll explain later. Let's get moving.
Look, down there! It's the IPC!
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. We don't want to alert the enemy to our presence.
Oh no, not stealth.
It's time to deploy the automaton stealth bomb. Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb to wipe out the IPC threats. Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden will increase our chances of success.
Building the automaton stealth bomb, press the attack button to trigger self-detonation, stun all enemies in the attack radius to complete the challenge. Fails to stun all enemies at once or discovered by enemies, the challenge will be failed. With enemies in line of sight, sprint to approach your enemies and take them out all done at once. Oh god. Can't I just fight them? What if I just fought them? Also, in this instance, there's literally only one, so I'm going to assume there's no point in trying to bunch them up. Okay.
Oh, wow!
We are
wiped
literally bombing
all
them.
out in a single explosion! That's what you call efficiency!
Yeah, literally blowing them
It's
up.
a shame
That's
we
so
had to
much better
resort
than
to this
just
method.
knocking them out.
But we had no choice.
So stealthy.
You Silvermane guards sure are a righteous bunch.
We had no other choice. There was just no reasoning with him. God, I miss Nun Peace. I am so fucking sad that Purple Eyes is retired. God damn it, I would have loved to have seen his take on some of the later shit that we've gotten to. Rest in peace. Oh. Yeah, rest in peace, Keith Giffen. Fuck. Yeah, that's awful. He is what made the first Jaime run so good.
I've seen standard issue robots like these before. It's an IPC field team leader.
Correct. The exterior is similar to the Grizzly, but its weapons and armor are more advanced. Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Let me know when you're ready.
None Piece live action.
Are you ready? Use the automaton
You
stealth
first saw
bomb to wipe out the
Blue
IPC
Beetle
threats.
in one of the Batman animations as a kid. Oh, yeah. Jaime made some appearances in Brave and the Bold.
Remember, try to avoid being noticed.
Voiced by
Remaining
Will
hidden
Friedel
will
there.
increase our chances of success.
It's a sleeping gas bomb. Of course. I can see their parachutes. They're okay. Alright, wait for that guy to turn back around.
Oh, woohoo! The coast is clear!
To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful.
Very
Good thing
stealthy.
everything went according to plan.
Keikaku. It's pronounced Keikaku, Jeppy.
This is the
When are we
road
gonna
that
watch
Topaz
Brave and the
took
Bold?
when she
At some
left
point,
Rivet
I'm
Town.
sure.
Let's find her and tell her about Bronya's decision.
This time, the gloves are off.
I meant to ask, I don't think anybody else here is playing it on PS5 yet, but does anybody know if there's a way to get out, what's it called? No. To get rid of that, that black bar at the bottom of the screen? That is something that is not in the PC version, or at least there's a way to get rid of it in the PC version. I can't figure out how to get rid of it in this one.
Mr. Svarog? Are you alright? I hope Topaz and her IPC henchmen didn't hurt you.
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the IPC's representatives.
You're not gonna fight us, right?
Such a result
I love you
would
too
be
much for that.
highly undesirable. Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me to comply with her orders, but chose not to. From her perspective, the only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it into the IPC.
Yeah, this
While
one's
I
not
do not
optimized as
agree
well.
with her
I feel the
viewpoint,
same way, Dusk, like I
I
said.
lack the computational power to provide evidence to the contrary. While it is
It might
unlikely,
just be because a lot of the
I
controls are
still
different from
encourage the
Genshin's
avoidance of
PS5
any
controls,
potential
but
conflicts.
I don't know why they'd be different in the first place. The game's
Unlikely
played so similarly.
potential? Meaning there could still be conflicts.
There's just a couple of things feel kind
Don't
of
worry,
stiff.
March. The
It's weird.
Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it, we won't
Luna,
back
you
down
too?
either. That's how it's always been.
Robot
Hinako's
fuckers
right.
rise up.
As long as we can look at ourselves in the mirror and know we did the right
We
thing.
are valid.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I doubt that. There's not gonna be like any collectibles or anything in here. Unlike Genshin's one-time domains, they don't hide chests in here just to be dicks. You like Vash and he's kind of a robot?
Why
Yeah,
would Topaz come here?
fair enough.
Is she looking for something?
It's possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this world.
Okay, so it's not a full-on new area.
Yeah.
It is a new environment, kind of.
Oh, hey there, Slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna show up. This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Oh, wow. I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himiko. Some of my colleagues dream about meeting you.
Do I have any fans? No. Himiko's just fine.
Of course! The Nameless have quite the reputation. You're following in the footsteps of the great Akavili, after all.
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting, I presume you have a good grasp of the current situation?
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Branya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her back.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors.
I do.
But we have very dear friends on Eurillo 6. Standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himeko, sorry for interrupting, but this doesn't sound like a negotiation.
We needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes ago.
Watchmen?
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right.
Bruh.
Differing views don't necessarily mean
Are we
one
gonna
person
fucking
is
fight
right
her?
and the other is wrong. However, to keep things moving forward, there's usually only one solution.
Huh? What do you mean?
My superiors have granted me the approval I need.
Uh-oh. You going on vacation?
I wish.
Where is her pig?
So many eager faces. I won't keep you in the dark any longer. Approval to launch an attack on the members of the Astral Express.
Bruh.
The best kept secret to getting something over the line? Always be ready to turn the tables. Go, Numby.
Oh, I thought her pig was gonna turn giant. How in the
Under my
fuck?
wing, have no room for error.
Bruh. Well, alright then! Oh, it's just randos.
More enemies.
Oh, we're fine.
Time for a buzz.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Somehow I knew it would come to this, yeah. Yeah, like a lot of these guys ain't weak to lightning either. But look how much damage my
business,
Kafka
eh?
is doing by comparison. She's
I'll
just
see
that
you
juice.
Relax. Can I have fun this time?
Didn't hurt.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
Oh, her pig is a warp trotter, so it can
This combat
teleport
needs
people.
This is double speed.
He does look like Dumbo. And
Good
doing that
times.
during the
Never
cutscene, yeah.
Time to say bye.
A little bit.
Boom.
Receive divinity.
Thanks. You're too
Repay.
good to me.
Did not mean to
More
aim towards
enemies.
that one. Whatever.
Time for a buzz.
Watch the face. We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra. You chose the wrong enemy.
Stand still. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Watch the face!
Relax.
I'll see you off. The dead return!
Time for a buzz.
Lightning. Whatever.
This combat. This is double speed.
The only downside to Silver Wolf, like I said, 9 times out of 10, if you have too much variety in your team,
Stand still.
You
she
chose
will
the
not
wrong
apply the
end.
weakness you want her to apply.
Never time to say bye. Boom.
Not that it matters. DOT, boys.
Bloom.
Good as new.
May as well kill them all. This
Nothing major.
is
Never mind!
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers?
Excuse me!
I charge extra.
Eternal sleep.
Excuse me!
You took the bait.
Oh, we're boned.
Time for a buzz.
I'll see you off.
Good God. Yeah, they juice these things. I was half joking about the pandering, the Xingliu pandering.
More enemies.
But no, these things are jacked.
Time for a buzz.
Well, either we
is double
somehow
speed.
live before we die. Either way, I don't find this any longer required. Balin. If Star Rail story and characters were used in a traditional JRPG without any gacha elements, with select characters you can get from being regular party members, do I think I'd
Receive
enjoy it
divinity.
more or less than the regular version, or about the same? About the
Dead
same.
return!
Again, like, so few of the, compared to Genshin, or even Arknights, so
To
few
betray my
of the
customers,
character designs
I charge extra.
thus far in Star Rail appeal to me, that I haven't been all that incentivized to roll for the gacha stuff.
Nothing major.
Like, there are...
Cannot come to pass.
We're dead. We're dead. Loach is gone, we're dead. Yeah, no. Again, this game's current biggest failing is the story. The story has just not been told in a very good way in most cases. Ooh, that is my strongest team. There is nothing else I can do. Same question for
Oh, hey
Genshin.
there,
Genshin, I would
Slowpokes. I was
enjoy
starting to think you
significantly
weren't
more if
gonna
it were a
show up.
regular RPG, without the gacha elements.
This lady next to
No
Miss
time
March
gating.
looks oddly familiar.
No resin system.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz.
You know, Genshin's problems
I'm
are
Yumiko,
related to a
the
lot of
Astral
a lot of
Express's
Genshin's problems
navigator.
are related to the fact that it's an ongoing
Oh,
gacha
wow.
game, and the issues
I
could be
remember
fixed
now.
if it were normal.
The illustrious Miss Himiko.
We don't need to sell that again. That cutscene was cool.
The best kept secret
I was gonna say, I don't
is
mind
moving
watching this
over
part again. I
the
just didn't
line.
want to watch the text
Always
again.
be
That's
ready
fine.
to turn the table.
Yeah, I just gotta either I guess the actual correct strategy is going to be to go after his books instead, because that's why he did so much fucking damage. He absorbed his backup dancers, and that jacked up his stats. Just a cute side story and have all the other stuff, these side quests, yeah. Yeah, Genshin would greatly benefit from being a regular RPG. This game, not so much, like I said. This game's biggest issue is that it genuinely has very obvious, very fundamental failings on a storytelling level.
Time for a buzz.
At least with Space
Say bye to
China.
breathing.
This stuff is great. Once again, Belobog quest. Knock it out of the park.
We're just having fun.
Relax.
Time for a buzz.
May as well kill them all.
Yeah, Numby's adorable. Shame about his mother.
Receive divinity.
I owe you one.
But hey. Maybe we can still talk this out.
Stand still.
Huh. More enemy. Time for a buzz.
Cutting the net. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
If I fail again, then I'm actually gonna have to go full defense, by the way. I'll actually have to go back to Mono Quantum, except bring, what's it called? Instead of a buffer, like Bronier thing. I'll just have to go full Mono Quantum and bring Lynx and Fushuen.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
This combat needs optimized.
Because otherwise,
This is
I
double
can't do it just
speed.
being a little more careful with the scheme, then that's kind of the only option.
Say bye to breathing.
Is to just death-proof
Good times.
everyone.
Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still. May as well kill them all.
Time for a buzz. Good news.
Relax.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep. The dead
Something
return!
about the audio quality of that boom. It might be my settings. Something about the actual quality during
Good
fights
as
is a little
new.
weird. Probably because of the way I adjusted
Say
the
bye to
volume
breathing.
sliders. That might be my fault.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Time for a buzz. Good news. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Almost like she moved an inch closer to the mic. She probably did. That was probably in the
Stand
direction.
still.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Boom. She has not inflicted electro weakness once. Exactly.
Eternal
You understand.
sleep. The dead return!
You understand the issue here. Oh my god. Oh, he summons them back that fucking fast. Okay, then yeah, there's no point.
Can I have fun
I mean, I'm
this
doing some
time?
AoE damage
Time for a buzz.
We're just having fun.
on top of everything else, but still.
Relax.
Like, if his shit's indefinite, then...
I'll see you off. Receive divinity.
I owe you one.
May as well kill them all.
More enemy.
Lightning!
Time for a buzz.
More business, eh?
Never gonna
This
happen.
combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Not sure how I'm doing so much better this
Eternal
time, because we're not
sleep.
really doing
Dead
anything
return!
differently. Other than I tried to kill some of his moves at first.
Let's settle this. Bloom.
Good as new. Can I have fun this time?
Lightning!
Time for a buzz.
Thank you. Yeah, I would recommend not being like me and just if you have like a good tank plus healer, just bring both. Unless again you have a good, unless you got Jingli or whoever and have her built up already.
Relax.
Or
What are you waiting
Himiko.
for?
I actually probably could have brought. Yo, Himiko. Oh God, I'm a dumbass. Yo, I'm an idiot. I have Himiko. She actually would have been really good for this because he has so many reinforcements.
To betray my customers,
Himiko is.
I charge
I
extra.
hate to say it, but genuinely, Himiko is typically not that good against bosses. Her thing is more for crowd control. So I always forget that Himiko actually can be really good. Himiko would actually be very good for this fight if you have her. Because he keeps summoning ads.
I underestimated you.
Stand still.
Didn't need it though. Just had to be a little more careful.
Incredible. No wonder the Astral Express is so highly regarded. Finished warming up? Now it's my turn.
Oh boy.
Stop! All of you, put down your weapons. Branya! You're here just in time. Things were about to get out of control.
Supreme Guardian. I was starting to wonder whether you'd left the Express crew to fend for themselves. That would hardly be becoming of you.
I would never do such a thing. There was an important matter that required my attention.
More important than this?
Yes.
Oh, she mad.
I think you'll understand the significance once you see it. In short, I need you to help us evaluate our current progress.
Help you? That's interesting. I was under the impression you'd already decided to obstruct our operations here.
Let me
I
get
have
you your
read
leap to
letter
conclusions,
word for
jump
word,
Matt.
Miss Topaz. And your childhood experiences truly touched me. Your hometown once experienced a similar catastrophe to Yorillo 6. So I can understand your perspective on the issue and the position you have taken. It's because of this empathy you have that I still hold out a glimmer of hope. Despite all that's happened, I hope we can still find common ground through peaceful means.
I have to admit, talking to you is always such a pleasure. I apologize for my behavior just now. It was, inappropriate. I admire your determination, seeing as we've come, this far. I've changed my mind. I'll hold off a little longer and see what you have to show me. But remember, winning over the higher-ups won't be easy.
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first step was changing your mind. Members of the Express, we'll need your help too.
What is her plan?
What a dismal sight. This district. Have you been here before?
Yes. This is where we put an end to it all.
And then began again.
That's right. Kyle, sorry for the delay. Are we clear to proceed?
The path ahead is clear, Madam Guardian. You and your companions can proceed north without hindrance.
Excellent. The mountain road ahead is a little treacherous. Watch your step. Let's go.
Here's where my mother died,
This
Topaz.
place? We've
How a
never
bummer,
been here
dude.
before, right? We've only recently discovered this domain. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to show you is just ahead.
given up.
Oh.
I just want to give them a chance.
That's nice, but you still owe us $1 billion.
Do you two recognize that broken down machine over there?
Cocolius.
Hey, shh, that's a secret.
Oh.
It's called the Engine of Creation. Do you remember?
I was gonna say, I assume that's not her only point. It's just, but look how hard we're
Miss
working.
Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research.
Taxmen don't play that game. They have no
I was wondering
feelings.
if there was any information on the Engine of Creation in your records?
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet there's not a single mention of it in any of the Strategic Investment Department's reports.
I may know the reason why. The Engine of Creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any external assistance. The project was led by the first Supreme Guardian, Alyssa Rand. While warriors fought on the front lines, the engineers worked tirelessly behind the scenes, designing and constructing it.
So what you're saying is, the Engine of Creation was a weapon constructed by the Belabogians themselves?
Yes, but not entirely. The Engine of Creation was commissioned for combat shortly after its completion, and played a significant role in the battles against the Legion. But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision, one that nobody anticipated. For a long time, this feat of engineering was codenamed the Geological Reconstruction Unit. It was actually given a much grander purpose: to help the Belabogians rebuild their homeland and restore their world to its former glory, after driving away all those who threatened it.
Remarkable. A vision that would transcend both time and generations of Belabogians. Madame Rand was truly an inspiring leader. Not to take away from the Supreme Guardian in front of me. She's quite the inspiring leader as well.
Thank you. But I didn't really do anything. All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that our hard-earned freedom was under immense threat once again. If we want to preserve this freedom, we must act and show those who doubt us that we, Belobog, have the will and the ability to control our own destiny. The outcome of our mobilization speaks for itself. The children of Belobog have made their decision. They have chosen to preserve this homeland with their own two hands.
I must say, I didn't anticipate this at all.
Live stream chat. Oh god. No.
I'll fight for this opportunity for you, Branya. I shouldn't have conflated your own circumstances with my childhood. That was a serious lapse of judgment on my part. My world never had a resolute leader, so people gave up on the idea of saving themselves long ago. But your civilization has persisted through the snow and storms for 700 years. A truly admirable feat.
Then, are you willing to retract your previous decision? As for the debt, we'll find a way to gradually repay it.
Oh.
But it'll take some time.
Unfortunately, the acquisition of Eurillo 6 is a strategic decision that's been approved by the IPC's top brass.
Bruh.
Even if I wanted to overturn it, convincing them would be extremely difficult.
What if we sicked a Svarog on them?
Unless...
Don't worry, Miss Topaz. Myself and all of the Nameless aboard the Astral Express are willing to vouch for this world.
They're just built different, man.
Fantastic. That might just work. As for the, reports and potential accountability, I'll handle it.
Oh, this is actually going to be a proper new area, isn't it? Interesting.
I was worried things were gonna get ugly again. A peaceful solution is always the best solution. Speaking of solutions, are they repairing that giant robot? The one we fought against? I remember you took control of it and helped us defeat Cocolia.
It's actually Himiko that did that, but okay.
Right, I totally forgotten.
Oh yeah, we were
That's
supposed to be
the
having a
whole reason
festival.
we came here in the first place. Well, looks like everyone in the city's helping with construction. Doubt there'll be much time for celebrating. Still, look on the bright side. We got to meet a top IPC executive. The trip wasn't a complete waste, right?
Where is Pristina? Good God, it took a while for that single little bit of dialogue to load in. Yeah, new chest in the area. Alright. A single new hallway.
Miss Topaz, you mentioned accountability.
Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle. There are more important things than titles and ranks. Finding the best solution is what matters most.
Will they cut your pay? Will you get fired?
That's unlikely. At most, they might just lower my rank and reduce my bonus a bit. But don't worry, I work for far more than just a paycheck.
I work for my piggy.
Thank you so much for all you've done. I never thought we'd drag the Express into a crisis again. Much less one that might cause a rift between you and the IPC.
Rift? I wouldn't go that far. Also, it's me who's mostly to blame. I didn't keep my subordinates in check.
Put in a good word for me.
Thinking about a career change?
No, I just never want to have to
Sure
pay
thing.
taxes.
I'll put in the best words I can.
I'm glad we're able to discuss some lighter topics. Well, you all need some rest after everything you've been through. I have arranged rooms for you all at the Goethe Hotel. Miss Topaz, if you need somewhere comfortable to stay.
I appreciate the offer, but I need to head back and deliver my reports. It's been great getting to know you both. I hope we can work together again in the future. Only next time under better circumstances.
Only if you decide to spook me when I try to pull for the other girl.
It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world.
You shut your mouth. I'm still mad at you.
I've been wondering, how did you figure out what was happening here on Belobog, Himeko?
Well, you know, keeping an eye on the crew is just another part of a navigator's job.
Oh man, the haunted hotel again. Sweet, more Shining references. I hope the elevator bleeds blood this time. You know, bleeds blood. As opposed to bleeding grass. So I'm an oxymoron, you're an oxymoron.
March was looking forward to the Soul Warm Festival for ages. Looks like she's missed her chance. This time.
What did you decide?
I never thought this trip would be so...
Nothing, technically.
tiring. Time for bed.
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures against you. Your rank will be demoted from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock options and performance bonuses.
You will only
You'll need
make
to submit an
$1 trillion
additional
a
report
year
regarding this incident
instead
to
of
Diamond.
1.2
If you
trillion.
have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I have no objections.
Understood. Is there anything else anyone would like to add? If there are no further remarks, this meeting is concluded.
Your face is concluded. How dare you have basic human empathy? You make me
You
sick!
only got demoted 1 rank? Phew, you dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to mess up on. Someone must be looking out for you. Oh, they've already left the call.
Yeah, I don't know who that's
This
supposed
voice
to be.
changer is driving me crazy.
Oh.
Let me turn it off. Aventurine,
Okay.
why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait.
Oh,
I guess I am now.
that character.
My apologies. I'm still getting used to my new place in the hierarchy.
That's another husbando,
Can
but
I
I don't
help
like
you?
the way he looks either.
If you've got something to say it already.
Oh, nothing important. Just checking in on you. I told you Eurillo 6 would be a high-risk, low-reward case. Why do you even bother? In our
He sounded
line
like
of
Patrick
work,
Types without the
having
changer
a
a little
kind
bit.
heart can be more of a liability than an asset. If you're not careful, you'll end up leading yourself down a dead-end road.
Anything else? If not, I'm hanging up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Don't hang up, I get it. You're not in the mood for this conversation right now.
Oh,
okay.
isn't that Lucian?
How about this?
I
Something
thought it
that
sounded familiar, but I
might
couldn't quite
interest
place
you.
it.
While you were enjoying
He's a
your
Tumblr sexy
playtime
man,
on
right?
Eurillo
Yeah.
6, Diamond was
Yeah, I
busy
really don't
taking
like
care
his
of the head
design either.
honcho of the building material logistics department. That's why he didn't attend today's meeting.
Oh, Diamond's a boy.
Terravan?
That's right. The renowned Terravan. One of the 7 board members. He's throwing his support behind us instead of the marketing development department for once. Oswaldo won't be laughing anymore. Diamond's been a great help to both of us. Your antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted the strategic investment department in a good light, you know?
I was gonna say, yeah, are they all named after gems?
Since you get the point, let's get down to business. I'm currently at Pierpoint. There's a major deal
More
that
free
could
housing.
affect the whole department. I just so happen to need a reliable project manager for the job. What do you say, old friend?
Huh. And what prompted the mighty Aventurine to start collaborating with others?
Penacony. What else?
What?
That's right. Now that's the kind of reaction I was hoping for.
The gayest jab?
Hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting someone like Opal or Obsidian to handle it. At least someone higher
I
than
like
rank
Opal.
P46.
That's my birthstone.
Honestly, who knows? The family has some pretty questionable
You see the shirt now, Zex?
If you
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
me,
You see what I
doing
mean?
business with them is a lost
Ain't that a bit
cause.
much?
But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine.
Joke's on you, Aventurine.
So, how
I have
about
seen
it?
the upcoming playable
This
character
is a rare
roadmap, and you ain't on
opportunity.
it.
Consider it. You never know. You might even be able to make
At
up
least
for
not
your
until
blunder
2.0 or
on
later.
Eurillo 6.
Girlfriend.
I'll get back to you later. Seems like it's just one wild ride after another.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not as noticeable on the model. But it's still
hope
there.
I made the right decision this time.
What's wrong with the fella? The fuck? Bear!
The snow is mesmerizing.
Mine! Mine! His name is Beppo. I have no idea. That bear had an actual model. Oh, she's... Oh, God. Oh, no, she can visit us. Oh, no. Personal relationships. Wilder? Who the fuck are you? I'm guessing this is just World Quest stuff. Mushy mushy. Nope. Again. Controls on the PS5 version. A little awkward. What game? Really surprised Sampo made 0 appearances. He seems like the kind of underhanded person to be involved in tax disputes, but also, like I said, he's technically probably not a legal citizen. Yeah, his goal here is also done. So that's it for today. I'm trying to think. Let's see. I wonder how long are the character quests usually on average? Go back and look. Yeah, that's nice, sir. We still have Jinglius, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is for the event. Not sure what the event is about. Not sure if it's gonna have cutscenes or not. Not sure if I'm gonna do that on camera. But at the very least, yeah, I think we can go ahead and do her mission probably. Yeah. The character quests in this game tend to be roughly an hour, so we can do that real quick. I am gonna break up the recording and take a quick break though. But alright. Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed that a lot, like I said. You can have a character be moderately bitchy without having them be annoying about it. Like some people. This is also really, really wonky. Yeah, the wheel, don't mind me. Belobog sweep. Belobog has had no losers. Every Belobog related quest has been Kino. Nothing! Pretend to be shocked. But yeah, no, that was very good. I don't really have any more deep insights on that. I've harped on comparisons to other content enough. You have more gens than you? Oh, of course, like I said. I had like 8,000 and something before I did the dumb thing to get my Bronya because sadness. I will almost certainly regret that choice in the long run. No question. But, whatever. Like I said, there's just not that many characters I'm excited for. Can Jingliu change my mind? Again, I would love a better ice DPS. Maybe she can change my mind. Maybe we're gonna come back and do her quest and it'll be super awesome. Don't know whether or not to save for her or save for Sele. Yeah, both are good options from what I understand. Just gotta think it through. Roll for who you like, most importantly. None of the content in this game is that hard besides Memory of Chaos. I know my struggling with that quest seems contradictory to that, but I just wasn't paying close enough attention. Alright. I'm gonna break up the recording. Give me 1 second for the purpose of YouTube. Thank you all very much for watching. Special thanks to Fusion, Ninja, Go-Kart tier patrons, Vroom Vroom. If you want to help support the Great Boogly Crisis of 1987, check out links in the description. Love you guys. Nighty-night.